Kaylee Cuoco and Sam Claflin star in the MGM Plus original series, Vanished. When the man Alice loves disappears on a train to the south of France, every romantic memory becomes evidence. Every intimate detail, a potential threat. She thought she knew everything about him, but she may not even know his real name. New episode Sunday on MGM Plus. Finding the truth is a dangerous affair.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Taxi!
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Everybody, Lionel with you. This is The Other Side of Midnight. I still love that title. The Other Side. Everything before, during the day, is the other side of midnight. 10 o'clock in the morning is the other side of midnight. 10 o'clock p.m. is the other side of midnight. Which side? It depends on the side. See, it depends. Like, is this morning or afternoon or evening? What am I doing? Is this good night, good morning? I see the poor guy here. You see the people downstairs. The poor guy vacuuming, you know. We have these wonderful people here. These two people, they're wonderful. They're in the building. One guy, he's very quiet. Doesn't say anything. Doesn't say a word. The other one, he listens to silly TV shows at volumes that you wonder, is he deaf? I don't know if I want him in charge of the building. He's like the first line of the defense. But I say, good morning, good evening, have a nice day. I don't know. Have you ever been, let me ventilate. Have you ever, sometimes this happens to me. Have you ever noticed, like, sometimes you say, you know, Doc, sometimes I just don't feel right. What's the matter? I don't know. I just don't, I'm not, you know what I mean? Okay. Sometimes I wake up and I realize I'm in an insane asylum. Everything around me, everybody I know, everything looks stupid, crazy, alien, and demented. Everything. And I have to say, all right, this is going to last for a couple of days and then I go back to normal. I'm in that stage right now. Yesterday, my wife and I happened to go to the eye doctor. This new doctor, guy's fantastic. Brand new, heard just great things about him. And I walked in. Sometimes I look. See, you may not see this, but I just start taking notes. I'm thinking I see things very differently. Maybe I don't. Maybe you see them and you just don't react. Maybe you and I see the same thing, but I just react differently. So I walked in. It looked like a movie, central casting for every old person who was available to be there when I showed up with her. I said, what? Where am I? I mean, old, which is God bless old people because we love to be old ourselves. And, of course, we're filling in all these things, and they give you the iPad. Do you have a living will? Isn't this a little early? I mean, just do you have any drug addictions? What do you mean addictions? Have you ever been a smoker? How long is a smoker? How long? What does that mean? Have I ever smoked? Smoke what? What are you talking about? Yeah, I'm care for my eyes. Who cares what I did in college? Just move on. Just give me here's my information. Go. All right. I went to a doctor before. This is, to me, this is funny. I'm in New York City, all right? We've got doctors every 5 feet. And if you're in certain parts, if you're like near Lenox Hill or to Mount Sinai, you've got doctors. You walk into buildings and it's just nothing but doctors. Nothing. Just every conceivable, name it. So I walked in there and we had gone to this very nice doctor who was the optometrist. This was like, those old men they would have on Mayberry RFD, not RFD. I'm doing it. Mayberry, like the guy Gus, who was the night watchman, the old guy, real old. They look like Civil War veterans, with droopy mustaches. They look really old. They're Burt Mustin. Remember him from? That was our ophthalmologist before. Nicest guy, so thorough, but slow. But my God, you do an eye check. I mean, he just took forever, and he said, "I'm being very thorough." I said, he is doing very thorough. He said, and you know what? I do it. I do it the way it should be done. This is fantastic. Grabbing your eyes. He's got like a little hangnail always that pinches your eyelid, opening your eyes, taking these oculuses, looking into your eye. look up. You got floaters. There we go. Took forever. But I thought, look how thorough this is. He's so thorough. Why? Because it's taking such a long time. He's painstaking attention to detail. This is the way it should be. And I convinced myself, this is the way medicine should be taught. Wrong. Wrong. I walked in yesterday, and I walked in this room with just machines. I said, what is this? Put your head in here, please. And there was this woman, very nice woman, Chinese. I really wasn't sure. And so help me God, I know this sounds terrible. Instead of saying blink, blink, she said brink, brink. Like on the brink, Brink's truck. I didn't say anything, but every time she said brink, brink, okay, because I don't know what these things were. I'm convinced they bought them just to fool me. You look into it, there's an X. All of a sudden, some light flashes across. You see, you're watching a Pac-Man game from the 70s. You hit a clicker. When you see the purple click, very good. All right, now step here. Look at it. You look at this one, and there's purple lights and the red, and it's like, and the X, they move up and down. And I did one with VR where I'm trying to figure out. They said, now here's what you do. Now, see if I do this, you're being racist. No, I'm imitating her. She's basically telling me, whenever you see this peripheral light, it could be bright, it could be light, up, down, left, right. Whenever you see it, just hit this button. Hit this button. Okay, you got it? So I put this thing on, this Oculus, like VR. I've never had one on before. It's pretty cool, as the kids say. So I'm looking at this thing. I said, wow, this is sure different than Doc Milburn. You know, we didn't have this newfangled stuff. So anyway, I'm looking through this. And I said, oh, there's a peripheral. And I hit this I've got this little clicker, like a little device, and I click it. Oh, there's another one. I think that was what the heck? So I'm pushing it. And then there's another one. Ooh, was that a one? Am I reacting? Finally, it's like, when am I going to get out of this thing? And I'm like, it's flashing, and I'm seeing these things. I don't know if I'm seeing it. I'm thinking, I hope I didn't miss it. I don't want to get, who knows? Maybe I'll get a handicapped space or something. I don't know what I'm seeing. I don't know if my eyes if it's my retina just reacting. I'm going crazy. I'm just hitting this thing, and sometimes I see it, sometimes I don't. So I'm thinking, how long is this going to take? Take this damn thing off. I got it. How many of these flashes do you need? I swear to God. God is a comedy writer. This says, good, you've completed the first half of your test. I said, oh my God. And I knew something was up when she gave me this thing and closed the door. And like she was down the hall. I said, where's she going? She went, she got a sandwich, came back. I'm still flat. I was like seeing flashes that weren't even there. I'm hallucinating. I don't know. It was incredible. And I'm thinking to myself, the technology. Remember when you were a kid, did you ever go to the eye test? Did you ever go to the eye test? Remember the Snellen chart? E. And you were a kid, like you would like put your finger, like, which way is it going? Huh? Which way is it going? That was it. Can you tell the direction of the large 6-foot E? Yeah, you're fine. Now it's like, how low can you read? First of all, I'm not ever going to be reading this far. And if I do, it's not going to be for any information that's that important. So if that was the old days, remember the hearing test in school? My favorite was I would just sit there. I thought that was so funny. Beep. I'm looking straight ahead. Ready to go. Just give me ready when you are, CB. So anyway, we got done with that. They gave me the dilation drops, okay? Now, normally, it's no big deal. They wear off. I don't know what these were or where they were from. All day long, my wife and I are walking around. Turn the shade. Oh, my God. I'm wearing those welder's glasses. Remember the Chilean, remember those cave workers who they pulled out of the cave and they've got like these. My eyes, first of all, I'm still seeing the flashes from the peripheral vision test. And I mean, I'm still a little bit kind of shingad from the whole eye thing. What an experience. Then, after they do this to you, after they completely destroy your eyes with light, I'm in this room bright, they hand me all these little iPads to fill in things. I said, I can't read this. You just destroyed me. And I'm still seeing the flashes from the peripheral test. Anyway, we got done. And that's it. So what did they tell you? You know you've got cataracts. What is it? Well, they're not here now, but they're on their way. They're on their way? Yeah, don't worry about it. If you see it glow at night, just let me know. We'll get rid of them. But they're out there. Oh, that's nice. Anything else? Nope. I've had 2 people have detached retinas. Have you heard that? Detached retinas? Do you know what you do with a detached retina? You know what they do? They do some kind of surgery, and you have to sit face down in a pillow to hold your face for like, I don't know, a year. I don't know what it is. You're just, that's it. Face down. And I said, look, I don't know about this, but I got 2 friends of mine where does this come from? Well, you know, I don't really know. That's what I don't want. So let me just tell you something. Make sure, especially when you get older, my friends, check your stuff out. But I realize they should hire young people to sit there so I don't feel as bad. I'm in this room. I was like, what is this? What am I, a nonagenarian? Are these my peers now? What's going on? In the old days, we had like a pediatricians. Remember The Office? Where they had little toys and, you know, big blocks, and you'd have fun. You remember the sick kids' room. Next thing you know, you're sitting around with Grandma Moses, and I'm seeing lights flashing. So that was my day. That took a good portion. You know, it was fun though. It was fun. Let me just say one thing for you, and I just got to say one thing. Socialism is great. Medicare, yeah, the best. The best. You ever go in the old days and say, well, what kind of insurance do you have? Oh, I got this. What's your copay? What kind of copay is it? I don't know. Can I see it? Can I see the card? Yeah. Who is this? What is this? SE? Is this a union? Let me see. Hang on a minute. Sit down. No. We're not even going to. Just wait. Let me check this out. Okay. Your first 20 minutes is covered. What? Medicare. What do you got, Medicare? Pfft, come on. Sit down. How about a drink? Want a cocktail? Have a seat. Go ahead. And I've got this AARP supplement. Even better. Bring out the dancing girls. Hey. You'll never see a bill. You'll never just, of course, they'll send you these things. Medicare Part D, explanation of benefits, Part 3. Now, meanwhile, how these old people, I guess I'm the one, figure this out, I have no idea. Socialism is great. Mom Donnie, thank you. You didn't think of this. That's the best part about it. All your life, you say, what is this? Part D, part this, part that. Let me tell you something. It pays off. We fought for our country. Well, I didn't fight for our country, but I was fighting for truth and all that stuff. And now it pays off. Ah, yes, my friends, getting older, and I embrace it. I embrace it. Next thing you know, it's compression socks, Medicare, and welder's glasses. That's it. I used to be really hip in those days. I was something else. Now I'm better than ever. Because let me tell you something. You try sitting here for 4 hours without one cut. You try it, my friend. You try it. All right? Think you're good? Sit down, sport. Have a seat. Here's the mic. I'll see you at 5 a.m. Have a nice day. And don't repeat yourself. So I may be physically enfeebled, but when it comes to my mental acuity, whatever.